Welcome back, everybody. Coming to you with episode 22 on April 12th in the year 2022. I'm the Dead On Leprechaun. Today we're doing the Digital Climax Kings podcast. I'm joined today by Digital Profits and Agent X. I'll let those guys say hello.
What's up, everybody? So from here on out, I got kicked off Facebook and I uninstalled the app. I also got kicked off Twitch, uninstalled the app, and I'm trying to not really watch the news because I'm leaving my phone just like at home. It doesn't even work. It just says cheap Wi-Fi. It's just a burner. So you guys are now my new news feed. Agent X, what you got?
Well, they're trying to go after Musk now with some bogus things saying he didn't reveal that he bought 5% of the stock until he accumulated 9%, and that was unfair to others traders, which it isn't going to go anywhere at all. That's just a smear, but they're pretty sure he's probably going to buy the whole company, like outright.
That
Um,
would be so lit.
yeah, so that was going on there, and then they had a terrible shooting. I don't know much about that at all, and then that's about it. That's all I really saw on the news. Oh, I did notice. I went to my local grocery store, and avocados are now 78 cents.
What were they before? Because I got that picture you sent me,
20
but I didn't know what they were before.
25 cents,
Oh,
Whoa.
and
wow.
that's like in a year.
Wow.
So that's a
That's
that's a
nuts.
huge increase.
What is that, like 75% practically?
Yeah. Hey, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, I was just going to touch on since Agent brought it up, that shooting in New York. The details are still coming out. So I guess if you're watching this in the future, today we don't have a ton of details other than the fact that it seems that some news stations did not take seriously the fact that when somebody is on the loose after a mass shooting, it's rather important to tell people their physical characteristics so that others may not be, caught up in the shooting, for one, also to catch the person and bring them to justice, for two, and just for the fact that for the last my entire lifetime, we've always done that where we have, you know, had wanted posters. I mean, you've seen it in Western movies where they have some sketch of the person, and it's like to not use the person's characteristics. And it sounds like CNN was the number one offender, but I'm sure there were others. To not say that the person that was, again, accused, we will give him his day or her a day in court. That person appeared to be a black male is, I think, very much a public safety issue. And I really am just ashamed of what our media has become. It's not media, it's propaganda. I mean, to leave out important details that could literally be life or death for somebody that, was on the subway system, I think is just, it's so egregious for a company that, CNN has been propped up for years, I think, by YouTube and so many of these other platforms as being, neutral or, whatnot as far as a news station. And I think this just 1,000% tells me their true colors of they're not for anything other than absolutely appeasing the people, the three people left that watch them, and to not upset them. So I just think that that's sad. I mean, our news is pretty much dead. I mean, this is the new news. This is what we're going to have. I think 5 to 10 years from now, this is how everyone is going to get the news. What are you guys' thoughts?
I concur, sir. I mean, like I said earlier, I was at the Dollar General, and the National Enquirer headlines made more sense than what I see on the internet.
Yeah, I mean that's scary to think that tabloids now are providing more truth and honesty than what you can find on the news. I mean that's kind of like the type of corruption that we're seeing with our news. That's what we think that Ukraine was doing. Like they were pretty corrupt, and I'm sure they are more corrupt than we are, but it ain't too much different at this point. And as far as the chances that this thing over in Europe spills over into a conflict with multiple countries, I think just keeps increasing every day. What do you got in your hand, bro?
The beetle, dude. There's like a million of them out here. They're annoying. But my little boy Red, he attacks them. It's so cute.
What does he do with them?
He just destroys them.
Just rips them up.
Yeah, and then goes on to the next.
Yeah.
Now he graduated to Chew Toys though, because Mama got him a big old chew it's like a chew donut, like a rawhide donut.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
He loves it. Agent.
Yeah. What's your take on that, Agent?
what was it again?
What's your take on the news not reporting the physical characteristics? Being a person obviously in that community, like, how do you feel about that?
About thing in New York subway?
Yeah. So the guy was supposedly allegedly a black male.
Oh yeah, it was a black dude. They finally showed his picture. It's it doesn't fit the narrative, so they won't actually talk about it.
But CNN and maybe one or two other outlets refused to report that major detail when he was still not apprehended. And I just think that it puts the safety of the public at risk to not give that information out as soon as they have it.
Yeah, they don't care. They're all fronts, probably.
Yeah, I wonder if this has something to do with Ramadan.
No, I don't. Probably not.
Probably
was a sleeper cell.
Yeah, that's true. We got illegals pouring in here so fast that who knows? Could be anything.
Dude, did we already talk about what the gov out here is doing with the people that are coming across? He's giving them a choice. He's not forcing them, but giving them a choice to take a free bus ride to the steps of DC or whatever.
I love it.
That's gangster.
I love it. What's your thoughts, Agent?
No, I thought it was funny. But
right? I was dying. During like my third bowel movement of the day, which I'm on like 11 now. Sorry guys, TMI.
Hey, sometimes you got mud butt, man. Tis the world.
Bro, here's how my philosophy is. The more you eat, the more energy you have. But that also means the more times you got to go to the bathroom.
Okay, well, I just looked. Apparently, he's only a person of interest.
Ooh, interesting. So they're still afraid to say much more than that.
Yeah, we're probably going to see more and more crazy stuff. I'm looking right now. They're flipping out about Elon. Some opinion post said that Elon Musk's vision for the internet is dangerous nonsense because people can have freedom.
Ooh.
They want a controlled
freedom.
internet.
What is that? Can you elaborate on freedom, Agent X? Like, what is real freedom?
In this country, you don't need an ID to log onto the internet. You can say what you want, pretty much do what you want, and they don't want that. They want total control, which inadvertently I saw in the news. They said that going forward, I think GOP is probably going to have a super majority for the next coming decade. So
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Oh, like in Congress, they have almost total control. They're going to have like 60 seats in the Senate, I think.
But that would be great.
I think we just got our preview of socialist light, and nobody wants that.
Yeah, 100%.
So Hillary's already doing her, oh my God, they cheated campaign right there.
Wow.
Yeah. No, it's beautiful, but I think they showed their hand. They pushed way too hard. It's over.
Well, and that's funny too, because, well, it's not funny in that the United States is in a very bad place, but it's interesting, I should say, that we are in this position because all Biden would have had to do was be mediocre like he promised everyone he was going to be on the campaign trail. He said he was...
Unless this was totally part of the plan, the currency thing is already done deal. So I read an article I think Jeremy had posted it about the commodity-based currency, and so so we have to see. But when people can't buy bacon and they can't buy coffee, like in they say in Shanghai, there's no food, man.
Yeah, we were talking about that last night.
They sent down people like screaming out of their apartment complexes, and so they sent drones to tell people you have to give up on your desire to be free.
Yeah,
crazy, and that's what they want here. So, people People who go on Twitter, they want that here.
Yeah, no, you're right. I saw that all over Twitter where people were supporting the lockdowns in China. And like you said, they got their refrigerators pushed out on the balcony, swinging the doors open, showing that they got nothing. And they're screaming, singing, wailing at night. And like you said, the drones are just going up there and basically telling them, you don't have any purpose. Just shut up and go back inside. Crazy. Keep this up, we'll be going to war too. I mean, there's a lot of people on Twitter that would like to see, that here. They would wish that we did COVID lockdowns like China. And, people here would not do well with a drone trying to tell them what to do. I think it would be taken out of the sky. No problem.
We need to build EMPs, boys. EMPs.
Technically, the Second Amendment does protect all arms. EMPs are not on the voided list, so I mean the technology, like you said, it's going to just obsolete everything.
Yeah, if they make us get rid of weapons, we'll probably get invaded like the next day because gun owners are America's defense.
Hey, Agent, what's going on in Cryptopia, in crypto world?
Oh, dude, did you see?
No, I haven't.
No, he's disconnected.
Bored Ape Yacht Club. Dude, Bun B, the rapper, and two other.
I know Bun B, not personally, but I know him.
And two other owners of two NFTs. They opened a Bored Ape Yacht Club, a hamburger joint.
Do you know how big that is, Agent?
Yeah, and
I'll tell you how big. No, check this out. I was looking at the top Billboard Latin 100 hits like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And Bun B was featured on like every single song, like Lil Wayne was back in the day. Remember?
Yeah.
Same thing. He's got clout, bro. Mad clout.
Yeah. So they opened it in L.A., I think. No, in Long Beach. But so to eat there, you either have to get ape coins or you can spin it with ETH. So people are like buying these burgers, and the burgers look good. They partnered with I don't know if it was Shake, but they partnered with another burger joint to create this offshoot. And I think people don't get what Gary Vee keeps talking about. It's not so much
right
that you create a whole brand that everyday people who buy it actually can license it out, which is a completely different thing.
Oh, that's amazing. I love technology.
So if you have a Bored Ape, you can lease that ape out to Chanel, to a burger joint. You can make stuff with it. So it's really cool.
All right, Agent, how can we do something like that? We'll talk about it later, but just to get the gears going, let's do something.
Yeah, I think
I don't know what it will be, but we'll do something.
Hold on, Ryan. I'll be right back.
Yeah, you do your thing. Boy, oh boy, it's gonna be interesting. I can't.
Well, I wanted.
Yeah.
So, check this out. I know you have a very creative mind, and you know how to do a lot of things involving like the ghost thing and all that. So, the shop that I'm working at, we have top of the line plasma cutters, laser engravers, anything you could possibly think of that you need to fabricate anything you could possibly think or conceive. How amazing is that? And I work with all geniuses. They're all geniuses in their own way. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm down. Let's figure something out. We'll talk after we'll chat about
that. Yes,
privately.
definitely.
I have some ideas already. The wheels are turning,
perfect.
Baby.
Perfect.
The wheels are turning.
Yeah, dude.
That's right.
I love this.
Yep.
Okay, here, I have something else I want to share. So, I've been thinking a lot lately how, like, in the trades, like, there's a lot of different skill sets, right? Like, a painter is way different than a welder. But it takes all those different trades to create, like, a building. And it's kind of like when you're in the groove, you're part of a band. So I was telling my buddy on the way to work the other day, I was like, dude, tradesmen are actually basically musicians. And if you can play that tool, that instrument, then you're part of the band.
Yeah,
Isn't
you're
that
not
something?
wrong, dude. It's
We
like you
had
said.
just smoked a blunt, so it was a idea.
But
Those
that's
blunt
true.
breaks really give me that, like, you know, like that creativity.
But you can eat an elephant one bite at a time. You know, if you're willing to eat away at the edges, man, you can do anything.
It's funny you mentioned that because today I had to sweep the entire like driveway, which was, you know, pretty big, but I did it in little chunks. Like you just said, eating an elephant. And it's like now you don't have rocks that you're going to twist your ankle on. And my boss likes to walk around, even because he's a nut, dude. He like rides bulls and stuff, and he likes to walk around barefoot. So that's what he told me on day one. He's like, I like to walk around barefoot. Make sure I can.
Goddamn right.
Dude, I'm loving this soundboard. I'm loving it.
Do another.
Do another? All right, let's see. What do we got? Here, this go with your mud butt.
Oh, that was the motto of the day, bro. Like, I kid you not. But here's the deal. Check this out. So around like, I don't know, noon, I felt like I was gonna puke. I don't know why, just because whatever. But then
Dude,
my
there's
boss's
something going
wife,
around.
well, it was because I ate. Oh, I drank a fucking Steel Reserve last night, dude. That kind of fucked me up. But so my boss's wife I walked with her to the store, and she bought me for $2 apple cider vinegar. And what I do is you take 2 capfuls, put it in like a coffee cup full of water, and just slam that baby. And then for like the next hour, you're going to feel like at any moment you could explode and have a worst case scenario. And then you do, and then you feel great. And then I did that, and I felt great. And then my buddy bought me a Subway sandwich, 6-inch. Dude, they have new sandwiches at Subway. What did I get?
What?
It was like steak. I never saw it before. Steak, Baja, something or other. Dude, I smashed that and was able to work for like 4 more hours just in a vibe. Like just chilling, you know, like at a pace. And we got stuff handled.
Well, not only that, but like I'm with you. I love Jersey Mike's, you know, and they got
Ooh, Jersey Mike's is no joke, bro. We used to go there all the time, and it was right across. You know where are you familiar with the cities?
a little bit, yeah.
It's right where Wisconsin meets freaking Minnesota. I can't remember the name, but there was a Jersey Mike over there. We went up all the time because we were doing jobs over there all the time. So good.
One of my faves. That's what I said. I took my brother there for his birthday. Everybody's like, "You're just going to a sub shop?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude.
It's no ordinary sub shop, bro.
That ain't no steak.
It's Jersey Mike's.
Yeah, it's something different.
Give me something different. Lep, you got any positive stuff to share?
I just think that we've been right the whole time. Our white pill for right this moment is this group of people and beans and the contributors to this podcast, man, have been preaching what's coming, and it's here. I mean, like it's every day we're one step closer to everything that we predicted coming true. And I wish that we were wrong, though. I mean, I wish for my family's sake we were wrong, but I think that again, people need to prepare. There's just things we got to do. People are going to have to change those mentalities if they want to survive.
Mm-hmm. And how would you go about providing guidance for that?
A lot of ways. Take it one day at a time.
Yeah, for sure. One day at a time.
You got to start today. Start exercising. Okay.
There you go. One of my friends told me this once. He told me this. He said, what you do today is definitely going to affect tomorrow. And that really made sense.
100%. How much does it matter how much sleep you get the next day?
Dude, sleep is like God. And
you know, guys,
yeah.
When I saw that almost $1 avocado, I couldn't help but think if they grew the food in the grocery stores or hydroponics, the avocado would not be $1.
How much do you think it would be?
Well, you growing it right there, it'd probably be what should be like 10, 15 cents. Because you're not transporting it, you're growing it right there. Like, why wouldn't I just don't see the connection. Why no one has done it yet. I'm pretty sure somebody will.
It's like you said before when we were talking about the shooting, you know, that it's by design. It's all by design. They want
Or
to keep pushing the pressure on.
or I think maybe some people just don't give themselves a chance. Like if you ever go on the internet now, you got all this hate towards people like Elon, all this hate towards people who like the guy who made what's that, Amazon, and you have all this just hate towards these people, and like no, these people just gave themselves a chance. They didn't know they were going to be who they are, and these people have gone off to do great things. So I don't think it's rare. I just think a lot of people just don't get the opportunity to do it. And there's people right now on YouTube.
Mhm.
On YouTube, there's one guy. He's just amazing. Like he turned his whole yard, their whole yard, into a garden. It's like, do anybody can do this, but they just don't
Nice.
have the money or the funding. And when you see successful people do stuff, we have a problem with haterade. And I think,
Crabs in a bucket. It's crabs in a
yeah,
bucket.
it's like, yeah, boy. No, because what's his name? A soccer player had bought his kid a fast car, and everybody was, yeah, they're just flaunting wealth. Like, dude, it's his money. He studied and worked hard to become a good soccer player to be able to buy it. Like, what does it matter to you? You know?
Ooh, Agent X, you're nailing something. Because my new boss, like the big boss, he's so crazy. But the dude was he's told me this like a couple times. He's like, dude, I'll make like 300-400K a year, but I just blow it on having fun. Because his family is fun. They're wild and crazy, but they're all eccentric. Like it's just unexplainable. But yeah, he makes a lot of money because he spends a lot of money because he likes to live fun, But it's not easy.
You can't take it with you.
Right.
What's the point in having fiat? I mean, you may as well spoil the people you love and take care of them.
That's why I never understood a savings account, dude. Like, what are you saving it for? Like, the second I get money, I already got plans for it. Usually cigarettes, beer, weed, and then whatever happens after that. But it's a constant thing.
Like, Elon literally went broke after he sold PayPal. He was living on somebody's couch. And did everybody forget? Nobody thought Tesla was going to even make it.
Ooh, Agent, can you talk about the house that Elon lives in now? It's like a tiny home, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Well, he still has his other two houses, but he lives like in a $50,000 boxed house.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if he moved out yet, but yeah, that's what he sold most of his possessions, and he really just does the stuff that he loves doing. Because everybody kind of wants them to give them stuff, and they won't because they should, because it's their money. But you should invest in people, and that's what they're doing. They're making life better for millions and millions of people. And all these people that say, "Oh yeah, they haven't affected my life." Oh, dude, that's bullshit. Because they have. Somebody who's PayPal.
Yeah, I hate PayPal. I've had beef with PayPal.
Yeah, but
they
know what I
locked
mean.
me out for like, dude, I had a couple K in there from like I was running a little black hat scam back in the day, and they froze my dang account, and I was unable to access my fundage for like 90 days, something weird. Then I got it. It was great. You guys want to hear something weird?
Always.
All day we were supposed to have like a major thunderstorm at 2 p.m. I even heard it on the way to get donuts this morning. The radio was like, saying their thing. And guess what? It has not rained a drop. I'm outside right now. I did see some lightning a second ago, but isn't that weird? Like, I'm wearing shorts. It's great. It's like summer. No rain.
That's historically one of those jobs where you get to be paid to be wrong.
Yeah, right. What the motto in Lake Tahoe is: if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes.
Yep.
You hear that everywhere, huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I think straight up, like, you're going to see some big moves happening from Elon. You're going to see some big moves happening from everybody. I think that you look at what the stock market's done the last couple of days, it rebounded a little today.
Ooh, I have not paid attention. What is it at? What's the Dow at?
Dude, it's taken a shellacking most of the week.
Last I saw it was like 34 or something.
Well, the inflation news just pretty much pooped on everybody's parade in a way that like the government has actually changed the allotment of ethanol that's going to be inside of fuel from 10% to
Ooh.
15%. And Trump tried to do this when he was president, got blocked, and now Biden just got approval to let everybody run 15% ethanol, and it's supposedly going to create a huge fog epidemic or
Yeah,
smog.
it's going to ruin it's going to ruin the entire atmosphere in some cities, and will then be the excuse to push more or whatever. Right at this point, just a big mess. Just open the freaking pipelines and it'll fix it, but they don't want to do that because, like, if they want to do all electric cars, are they going to give me money to buy one? Because you got to be realistic. Most people can't afford it. Like, how are you going to get all electric cars? How are you going to? Are you going to give people money to buy them? Because I'm still rocking a car from '07.
Oh wait,
I got an 05, baby. 05.
that's right. We're the 2000s club.
Yeah, doggy.
But there ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, at least our cars aren't full of that garbage that some of the new ones have. You know, like we don't have tracking and all that junk that the new ones have. They can shut your car off. My wife just got a brand new Jeep that she leased, and it's like it's got features in it where they could shut you down anywhere.
Oh, good.
Oh, I hear my lady.
Sorry, guys. Me and Ma are cracking up because I'm playing. I got this little spatula, and Can you see me? Because my camera's frozen on my side.
You're good. You're good.
Oh, you can see me? Because I can't. Like,
No,
I
you're
mean,
good.
my face. So I'm smacking these beetles with this. It's kind of fun. Anyways, my bad.
Nice.
Game on.
Yeah. You're running around straight up. I couldn't help it. I love this soundboard.
The soundboard is pimp. Pimp on.
Well, there was my white pill. I think the people are the people that can be woken up from the matrix are starting to smell that something's wrong, and that the ways that we're doing things now aren't going to work. And I think
Right.
just based on what you're seeing people do, you know, based on the fact that people are thinking that war is possible, that all these inflationary problems are coming, they're not loving it, but they're seeing it.
Ooh, Lep. During my last encounter with the porcelain god, I saw a headline that said something about Taiwan issuing like disaster responses, like prepping the people because China's about to do whatever China's going to do over there, right?
They're supposed to be taking Taiwan. That's the word. I mean, they've been thinking about it for quite some time.
What does that mean?
Well, Taiwan used to be part of China once upon a time, and they want it back because there's so much potential there with the amount of chips that they make for.
Oh, that's right.
Every kind of electronics. They'd have the whole world.
Why is that? Because they have like the mines there, or why is Taiwan like a chip center?
They built up their tech industry, but basically, the old government before communists took over, they went to Taiwan. So that's essentially the remnants of the old government. But Biden's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, I agree. I think that I'm really surprised they haven't moved on it already. I mean, it shocked me. But I'm glad because, I mean, it's only going to take one more big major event like that to happen. And then I think people will be woken up permanently, and then they will be almost totally uncontrollable, like globally, not even just here. I mean, you look at Peru and some of these places where the shortages are already happening with the fuel rationing and whatnot. Dude, it's not looking good. Thank God we're Americans. It ain't perfect here, but it's sure a lot better than it is over there.
I don't know about that, Lep. I mean, I don't see it lasting much longer, the American dream. Like, it's about to, like, House of Cards.
Well, the American dream has been a nightmare for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've talked about before, you know, it's tough, but I think that smart minds are going to prevail here. Now, that doesn't mean everyone's going to, but I think that if you're willing to get your stuff together now, there could still be time for some.
Well, it's mostly because average people been in control of everything. They had all the power in voting. They ran all the businesses. They were always your manager at your job. Yeah, so
Ooh, right?
smart
You're
people.
good. That's a good point.
Yeah, so they ruined everything. That's why we have nasty fast food joints, tasteless music. You remember the scene in The Matrix, the new movie, where the Merovingian saw Neo. He was like, "Look, man, we used to have culture. We used to have music and discussions." So Neo was like the average person in that movie, and so they ruined
You know what's
every.
funny, Agent? That's my life because I'm always in the hood. Like, I mean, it could be a country hood, could be a city hood, could be whatever, but kicking it with the real people, and that's what we do. We talk real stories, and then when I see these internet headlines and this Facebook drama and propaganda, it's like that is not how the world really is.
Oh, then you have to ask yourself too. Is all
You
this
know, you see through the facade.
you have to ask too?
Mhm.
Is all this stuff even real? Followers and looks. I talked to this brand like a day or two ago, and they were telling me how you don't get followers, but then if you pay, you get all the expressions out of nowhere. So it's almost like you have the appearance as if you're getting interactions and you're not. And
Ooh,
I think
agent.
is
Dude, check this. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I had a homie he lived somewhere by Iran or something, and he got me because we were big, we were tight. We talked all the time, like over 1 million fake followers on Facebook at one time. It was so fun because everybody thought I was like a celebrity. But they were all bots, and then they disappeared because that's what Facebook does. They weed them out.
so.
Alleged,
Is Twitter really worth the amount it is? Because I'm sorry, it's easily replicatable. Even pulling out the top 10, counts, rarely tweets of him as Trump. He kept him running. He kept him going. So now, is it as big as they really say it is? I don't think any of this stuff is really worth any of what they say.
Ooh, I see what you're getting at. Because you know what? You're right.
Yeah,
Agent X calls it again.
But buy it up and just run it into the ground. I mean, if you could just shut down Twitter and get rid of those people, that'd be just as good as having it fixed.
Yeah, I don't think.
Agent, I got a question. So that now that we're talking platforms, Lep and I are thinking we should probably try and migrate to Discord or something instead of relying on Facebook Messenger and whatever. Because now I'm officially off Facebook. I don't know how long. I mean, I'll probably have Messenger until whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Probably Discord's the way to go where we could. Because I don't know much about it, but I've used it a lot.
Yeah, well, it's like all the Web3 platforms is what's going to actually end up taking over because the other ones they're not compatible with Web3 at all. They're going to try to. Nobody wants Zuck bucks. I mean, everybody's leaving YouTube to go to TikTok.
I deleted that app too.
Oh, that was addictive, man.
I never used it though.
That was so addictive.
Dude, I love TikTok.
I never did.
What you want to see? Dinosaurs, flat Earth.
Well, that's what everybody said. And then I watched the documentary on how the Chinese programmed it, and I was like, yeah, that's poison.
Yeah, it's almost the best. Maybe people should just give it all a break because is any of this stuff really social?
Well, it's giving these kids ticks, literally giving them ticks. I saw, okay, check this out. I'm dating myself, but back in the day, there was talk shows, and there was a dude named Tweaky Dave from LA, and he had a lock in his ear for an earring, and he had a tick. And that's what these kids are getting, this tick from TikTok.
Oh, dude, it's even worse than that. It's so bad. They're even emulating now, what do you call it? Characters from Pixar and Disney movies. How they
robots,
move.
puppets.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Pied Piper?
I don't know what that is, but yeah, as far as
the story of the Pied
they're
Piper,
acting like basically cartoon characters, and they're darting their heads around, and they're acting like they're animated.
Bro, that's creepy. That is super creepy.
It's only gonna get worse.
That is so awesome, though, because I love battling zombies.
That's right, baby.
Yeah, Negan. Dude, let's not get into it.
All right, we've forced Agent to listen to terrible things. I just want to tell people that we might be switching to Rumble and locals. We will let you know on that, but we are still shadow banned here on YouTube. So we're gonna let Agent take us away on this show. But I just want you to like, comment, and subscribe if you have the time. We would very much appreciate it. Thank you.
And if you'd like to be a guest or a sponsor of the show, let us know.
No, you're shadow banned already.
Oh,
yeah, buddy, that's how we roll.
Wow, bro.
I'm on Facebook, Agent. I'm no longer on Facebook.
Oh, they kicked you off?
Yeah.
For what reason?
I was talking shit to Reno gangbangers earlier this morning because I was pissed off at them and used the FAGGOTS word.
Oh.
And I was talking to gangbangers, bro, like not gay people.
Wow. Well, you shadow banned. I think that's the. I think you're on the right track, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hey, maybe you can get Ethan on as a guest.
right. I should start hounding.
Yeah,
him.
we could just go right down there, right? Like Agent, like I said the other day on the message, you pick me up, let's roll. I can't drive. I mean, I can drive, but I'd rather you drive.
Or you just send him an email.
Dude, he
Ooh,
was on
yeah, that
Babylon
too.
B. He was on their
Oh,
podcast.
I don't know about Babylon B.
Yeah, it's just like The Onion. It's very similar to that. As
Oh,
far as their
okay.
jokes
Enough
and their
said.
sarcasm. Yeah.
Mhm.
So he was on their tiny little podcast. So let's start lighting them up. I mean, in a
Let's
reasonable
do it.
way.
Okay, let's strategize it and then implement it like you do.
For sure.
Plan, plot, strategize.
Yeah. Anybody
Sweet.
else got anything?
I'm done. I'm good.
No,
You guys are the best show yet.
I think now everybody has to remember in times like this is when everything got launched. Hershey's chocolate, KFC, Ford, everything got launched in times like this. So if you're creative, you need to start planning to build because everything's disrupted. Somebody needs to make a grocery store that actually grows the food there. And if somebody do it, please promptly, I would appreciate a monthly check.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys.
Agent, you know he has a soundboard, right?
Oh, I'm sure he knows. He knows.
Yeah.
Epic. Okay,
All right, guys.
You're the
Same
best.
place, same time tomorrow.
Love y'all.